If you're currently struggling with your serve and when you come around to hit the ball, your strings are facing the sky leading up to contact and you're trying to figure out how to get your racket on its edge, here's a really simple drill you can use. Rather than using the correct side of the strings to hit the ball, I want you to flip the racket around and use the wrong side of the strings. Just for a drill, right? You're not going to actually play this way, but this is just a drill. Here's why. When you look at Federer, Kyrgios, Isner, when their racket comes around, the racket isn't initially on its edge. You'll actually notice that their strings are facing slightly down, which means in this position, you could, if you wanted to, use the wrong side of the racket to hit the ball. Now, obviously, their racket comes around on edge, and then it goes on it, slightly closed, then on edge, and it starts rotating to contact to present the strings to the ball. But coming around like this and using the wrong side of the racket actually gives you the feeling that those pros have just prior to the pronation. So I'm going to hit some balls here. Obviously, you're not going to want to serve very fast when you do this, but I'm going to use the wrong side of the racket. This is going to force me to not go palm up, because if I get to here and I put my strings up, I'm going to be forced to use the correct side of the strings. I'm actually going to bring my racket around with my racket closed using the wrong side. All right. I'm going to hit a serve right now. I'm going to pause or freeze the video at this moment right here. When my racket comes around, you'll see my strings are facing slightly down at an angle. I want you to guess whether I'm going to use the wrong side of the strings or if I'm going to rotate and use the correct side of the strings based on what you see. Did you get it right? When your strings are slightly closed at this point, then it makes it very easy to rotate. So actually embrace that and lead with the actual backside of the racket as a drill to feel that position. Then what you got to do is get into that position, feel like you're going to use the wrong side, but at the last second, you rotate. Now, if you're looking for people in your local area to compete against, practice with, or even a coach who could help you with this technique, I want you to click the link below, playyourcourt.com/2minute tennis. You can also click the card that popped out right there on the top right and go to Play Your Court and find people in your local area to hit with. If you use my link, you get 50% off when you join. So go out and get a bucket of balls and start using the wrong side of the racket drill, and then come around on edge, and then at the last second actually use the correct side and get rid of that palm up serve. There's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.